I'm in the Burlington Cemetery here in Burlington, Iowa. I've just cleaned up about 4 stones that haven't been cleaned up for a long time. If you take a look at these, you've got Chester Wallace, who is Hazel Puckett Wallace's husband. He was in the Air Force. She met him when she was down in Oklahoma after being in reform school. You got Lawrence Puckett, which is Louis Samuel Puckett's son. He was in the Navy. Look at all 3 of these were in the service. And you got William Albert Puckett, 1912 Navy Seabee. But you got all 3 of these guys together. One in the Army and 2 in the Navy. I thought that was pretty cool. And then back here you've got Mabel Puckett, who I believe was Lawrence's wife. Could be William Albert's too. I can't remember. I don't have it in front of me, but they're all right stuck under a tree here, as you can see. Haven't been cleaned up. There's a couple over on the other side that I got too. One was Jackie Puckett, who was only less than a year old when he died. That was Lawrence's and Annabelle's son, but he was only 5. His name was Jackie. He was less than a year. He's buried over on the other side of Burlington. I was over at the Aspen Cemetery, which has 88,000 stones in it, markers. It was just immaculate, just the coolest place. But as you can see, these stones, I've cleaned them up. I spent about an hour digging these out. But they're right under a tree out here. But you can see it's not the greatest cemetery. It's pretty small and spread out, but it's a public cemetery, so I'm not too sure. They drive over them. There's grass on it. I thought there was a cool marker over here too. I'm going to try to get on this video before I run out of space. But it's about 95 degrees here. I'm just sweating up a storm. I'd like to be able to get out here more. Burlington's not that far from Indianapolis. It's only about 300 miles. I thought it was farther, but it's just directly across the Indianapolis from Burlington. But Burlington's right on the Mississippi. Just a cool city. I could see why they settled here. But this is in the cemetery, and it's just a Holy Bible statue, and it says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have everlasting life." Pretty cool. But anyway, this is the Burlington Cemetery.